I fucking scared. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? The world is changing around me. What the fuck? What the fuck is that? No, my little sister's getting married today. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, what? She's literally like 22. Like, what? What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? Why? I'm just kidding. Her dude seems like a really nice dude. Got a cool family. Which is always nice, you know. I think, like, even though when whoever gets married to me, I hope they don't care that much about, like, my family, but I definitely care about their family because I don't just want to bring children into, like, two broken ass sides, you know, because I'm not fucking with my people. I don't plan to ever fuck with my people because they're all weird, you know. So, like, there's just not going to be a lot going on my side, so I at least want them to have one close knit, and I'll just be like, all my family got blown up in fucking a nuclear bomb or something, you know? Like, we don't have to talk about them. The only survivors were me and my mom and a couple of my siblings, I guess, you know? Yeah. So, like I said, I don't talk to any of these people. It's been a minute since the last time, you know, I had to attend a social gathering with them. And so it's really just like, ooh. Even the other day at work, I ran into my aunt who, like, was sworn off talking to me because I burped in front of her one time. That's how my family works. I burped and she shunned me because I refused to say excuse me. Yeah, so I'm also preparing to be dead named as fuck. If anybody does try to talk to me, I have to start correcting some people. You know, if the name I've chosen for myself is not what you want to call me, then don't fucking talk to me at all. It's really that simple, you know? You know? Yeah. Oh my god. I'm excited to get, like, cute and everything, but I just still am like, I feel like I'm so far from that phase of life that it's just like, that's serious. That's serious. That's a big leap. Oh my god. Why y'all gotta get married though? Like, that's scary. That's scary. Everybody gotta learn their own way though. Like, that's your story, that's your path. That's cool. It's not the way I would go about things, but that's cool, man. My hands are up, my hands are off. Let life unfold as it does, and hopefully everything works out. That's all I can do. Can we talk about the disrespect of biology making one titty smaller than the other? Like, that shit be blowing me, bro. That shit be blowing me. And also, my arms aren't really making me feel that way. But I feel like when I look in the mirror, I'm like, ooh, am I losing weight? Am I losing weight a little bit? All this working I'm doing, or all this walking I'm doing at work, is it paying off? Yeah, I don't know. So that was another thing that was, like, worrying me, because the last time I saw these people, I had to have been all of, like, 120 pounds. I went back up to 170 last I checked, but I've been trying not to, because I definitely found myself getting pretty obsessed by the number again. And then the scale died, so, like, every time I step on it, it, like, flashes my weight for, like, half a second, and then it just says low. So I'm like, good. We're just, you know, we're not going to change the batteries until I see an actual physical difference, because otherwise I am going to be hooked on this number and thinking that nothing's working for me. And I had so much free time at home that it was very easy. Mind you, I also have a fridge directly in front of my bed. My bedroom's kind of like a dorm room. You know, I left for like 5 years. I came back. Everything was different. It used to be like, you know, everything's downstairs. Everybody shares everything. Yada, yada, yada. Now it's like a fucking work office fridge. Like, everybody's something is... Yeah. I'm I'm stressed, guys. I'm stressed out. I'm sure it's gonna be fine. But it's just, my biggest thing is like, who's gonna try to talk to me? Who's gonna try to make it an awkward situation here? Because already she had the nerve to seat me next to my dad. How was you cool? How was you cool? Like, sit me next to one of your friends. I don't give a fuck if I don't know them, but like, why? You know damn well I don't want to be sat next to that motherfucker. Are you crazy? Like, that wasn't like a consideration to you. Like, I know y'all want a relationship with him for some reason, but I feel like I've established very clearly that I do not ever, and I will never want that. That man will never change. Ever in life. I don't care what fucking thing he thinks he's like, you know, because he had talked about fixing my car for me and like looking at engines or whatever. Which again, all on his time that he'll string along and, you know, act like he's gonna do it, act like he's not gonna do it, act like he's gonna do it, act like he's not gonna do it, as he wants you to like beg him for it. Even getting him to the fucking wedding. Why is my sister buying you a suit and paying for you to get your fucking hair done? And having to beg you up until the last fucking day before to make sure that you're fucking going and that you're gonna walk her down the aisle. Like, that's why I'm very glad that like this guy seems to have like an actual good family foundation that like she can be a part of, because the one she comes from. Throw that shit out and start over again. Okay? Just wrap this shit up. But yeah, just like for myself, it's so crazy, because I definitely went from like 18, hopped into a relationship, dating to marry was like my idea of how dating had to be. It's like, why? And that's still how I feel. Like, if we're gonna jump into boyfriend girlfriend, then that's what that means to me. Boyfriend girlfriend isn't just some like silly little like, oh, you're my boyfriend for now. Like, no. Why do we have to put a label on it if we're not exclusive? Why? I don't, you know, like, it's just, after spending 5 years feeling trapped in that shit, and then moved directly into another 6 months with somebody else, I'm like, yeah, no, I need a break. Especially because I just, at my core, the way I show love, especially as a Virgo, is through acts of service. So like, I'll do the cooking, the buying of things. Like, I just want to do for another person. And I feel like I've just given, in the past, too much to people who just didn't deserve it, you know? And it's like, just because that's just my innate way of like, this is how I show I care for you. And then in the end, I get nothing for it. Besides guys wanting to fucking slap their wieners around, you know? Like, I don't want to touch that. Sorry. I don't. It's like, guys really need to get like a master class on like what the fuck actually makes a woman want to engage in such things with you. Because like, they really just think like they whip it out and that's the key, that's the answer. Like, no, you want a woman to take care of that? You need to take care of everything before that, everything around that, everything every day around that, for me to even feel like it's worth my fucking time. And I'm glad I've learned that at this point, because I just, no, I will still do little things here and there, but I used to be like, I moved in with both those people too, so it was like very much wife behavior before like anything that would have deserved them that. Then they think they have constant access to you, so it's like, it's just, take it from me, you know? Do not, if you have an option, you know, literally stay in a homeless shelter before you move in with a fucking boyfriend. Unless this guy is like some fucking, you know, diamond in the rough type of motherfucker, don't do it. Don't do it. Please don't do it. But because like even then, like I definitely thought the second guy was like, it's like, oh, he would never treat me XYZ, yada yada yada, up until you know you move in with him, and then you really get to learn people. It's literally like a fucking fast track course of getting to know somebody, and it's like, yeah, actually, on second thought, I don't think I like you very much at all. So it's definitely taught me to like keep some distance and shit. Also, like the past relationships I was in, I was like, because I had been through so much bullshit, I would manifest, 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 affirm, 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 and build this fantasy around a person before I even fully knew who they were. I would throw red flags to the side and be like, oh, I can just think them away. I can just, you know, imagine, and it'll play out differently. And now I don't want to say manifestation doesn't work, you know, but maybe it is working, and it's just working in the way where it's showing me that this person is not that thing. Like, I can still have this thing. I can still think this thing up. I can still know how to look for and find this specific thing. But now this person's going to start overly showing me how they're not that, you know? So, but it definitely keeps me tied to, like, this fantasy of, like, they're going to be the perfect person, which again has me ignoring things that should have sent me running for the hills much earlier. And I'm glad that has brought me a level of detachment and shit. So, yeah. What else do I need to do for this fucking trip? Oh my god, I'm going to get a third job. Mark my words right here today. I'm gonna get a third job. It's gonna be scooping ice cream somewhere, whether it's fucking Rita's or fucking this ice cream place that I really like. I'm getting a third job somewhere. I need to. Like, I really want to get a fucking motorcycle, so that would be nice if I could just get paid a little $350 to get, you know, the course done, and then go get my shit and just get something like the amount of motorcycles that my family owns. Can I just borrow one just for a few months so I can get to and from work easier and on my time? Because I don't have any ice cream shops that are in walking distance, so. And then on top of that, it's like I'd be walking from my other job. So it's just too much to. I'm trying my best here. I guess the bus could be an option. I've just never taken the bus in my life, so that could be another step. I don't know. I think the nearest bus stop is probably at my Walmart. But yeah, that could definitely be an option. You know. I've never taken the bus before. Help me, please. Send a girl some information. Like, I don't know. I'm just trying my best here. I just really, really, really want to get back in my own groove. Like, watching my car just sit so sadly in the fucking driveway. And it's like, I've had blocks on shit before. You know, the idea of, like, I can't resort to that. I can't go back to that. That feels like downgrading. It feels like settling, you know. So like in my head and in my body right now, I feel really like almost like I have a death grip on this car. Just because I really liked my push to start, my little touch screen. Like, my car was nice. It was so nice. Now granted, had it not like got set on fire, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. Okay, I probably wouldn't have booked this trip to Indonesia. I probably wouldn't have gotten a second job. I definitely wouldn't be working at Walmart because that was another blockage that I had. I'm like, oh, I can't work at Walmart. I can't. That's embarrassing. That's blah. Like, you know, I just, for whatever reason, I just had these blocks on things. And no, I know what I said in the last video, but also, like, if I wasn't working at Walmart, I probably wouldn't have met this guy, which is like another kind of lesson and experience in itself. Um, if you think that sounds like I unblocked him, I did. Who said that? Who said that? Who was that? Moving on. Like, it's still nothing serious, but I think there's definitely an experience to be had here, a lesson to be learned, and it's like I have a lot of feelings on it and things that I want to like share with the public, just because I want other people, you know, to tell me whether or not they feel this or like they agree. But I feel like I can't do that without sounding a certain type of way. So I'm definitely trying my best to use this material for a song. I'm a very out of sight, out of mind kind of person, you know. So, one, my room is a discombobulated mess. As you can see, my fucking vines have fallen down because my lights fell down because the tape was not strong enough to hold them permanently. They stayed up there for a good while. But now that, like, just going up there and doing it, it's like, oh, it's like a ginormous task in my head that I just, like, get distracted, especially if I have my fucking phone in my hand and I just don't get to. So yeah, I need to get my room in order because I definitely feel like that helps me keep my head straight. It's just, I don't know what it is. I haven't felt like depressed or like down or anything, but it's been a bit beyond what I find acceptable for myself. I need to do better. I need to figure out what it is that's keeping me, you know, unable to focus on this and just get, because my room's not huge. It should take me all of fucking 30 seconds just to even make it look slightly more normal in here. Like, it's just a matter of everything having its own place. And I have, like, I always want to switch shit around, so I think it's bothering me that I feel like I don't know how to, like, properly add some feng shui into my room. Like, if I could fucking throw my desk onto the other side of the room, that'd be great. I would love that, you know? But being now also that I have this goddamn pole in my fucking room, which is like the only place that it could fit, I'm just like, the math is not mathing as to how I could move it around, because I would really like to move it around, but just every time I try to think of something, it just doesn't work. Like, my desk is really long, and I feel like it also comes out slightly too far. I just have a twin bed, so I can't like turn it, because then they'll be like right up against each other, and that will not be good feng shui for me. I don't know, you know? And it's just like, there's also a big hole on the side of my wall that I didn't put it there, you know? And I didn't want to see it, so I keep this here so that I forget that it's there. But something definitely needs to be like moved around or changed in here at this point, and it's really messing with me. And then, like I said, I'm a very out of sight, out of mind kind of person, so I've been slacking. Baby, we're 6 months into the fucking year. I don't have a single concrete like idea written specifically for this album that I'm supposed to be working on. And I genuinely think that's because I don't keep like the reminders and like the visual call outs to pull me back. I need to turn my fucking guitar amp off. That's another thing that I've left in my face because I'm trying to fucking learn that. It's out of tune as fuck right now, so I don't even think I could play anything for you. that's what makes me go hard and motherfucker paint for shit, you know. Another thing I want to do is I want to get back out there for karaoke. Can you guys please hold my hand, please? Please tell me it's gonna be okay if I step out there and that people are gonna leave me alone and they're not gonna like force me to talk to them when I've made it very obvious and clear that I don't want to talk to them, and they're just gonna leave me alone just like any other random stranger sitting at the bar. Please, can you tell me that, please? Because I miss it. I miss having a reason to share it with people. Like, I don't want to just sing in my fucking room. I don't want to. It's not enough for me. And those are my spaces. That's something that I looked forward to doing. Like, and now that I work more, it's definitely a lot more difficult. And as soon as I get this third job, it's gonna be even fucking more difficult. But like right now, I have a little bit of time sometimes to get out there, and I just don't. It also sucks that it runs so fucking late because, girl, I like to be in bed. I do. The one place goes till 2 o'clock in the morning, which like I love and I live for, and it's great because a lot of people want to fucking sing there, and it can take really fucking long to get back up there when it's your turn. I think the other place starts at like 8 and goes till 12, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe that would be a better option, but again, I just know certain people are gonna be there. It kind of just like ruin the experience for me, you know? Because they're gonna feel like they're owed my energy in some way, shape, or form, and I don't appreciate that. So yeah, that's what I have for you now, for today, in this moment. Wish me luck as I walk into the lion's den with my family. And pray that somebody doesn't start shit with me and I have to tell them about themselves, you know? And then I become the disrespectful one. Yeah. Alrighty. Bye.